This is the Sons of Mort Thraken. I'm Jay.
I'm M.
I'm Average D.
And we are discussing the topic of who will Brienne choose?
Oh, yeah.
The love interests of Brienne of Tarth.
I think we've got it narrowed down to two primary contenders. I don't know about any dark horses in this race.
There is one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you name your two.
Our two primary champions are Jaime Lannister of House Lannister and Tormund of the awesome Redbeard.
The free man.
The free man.
And the Cinderella story.
Tyrion.
Podrick.
Oh!
Oh, nah.
Podrick's been a sidekick, and what do we know about Podrick?
Oh,
he
Podrick
knows
is
how to please.
Dynamic in the bedroom.
Yes.
See, I thought you were going to say Tyrion. We go largest person and smallest person.
With our powers combined, we are one
Average
normal-sized
person.
human.
Okay, so
You might not have thought Brienne is a sex symbol in this show, but you were wrong.
no, she is absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a mixed bag though, right? She's not traditionally sexy. Sansa is traditionally sexy in every way, and her story has gone horribly awry. Bran, not traditionally sexy, and her story is just an ever-increasing. Bran works hard. Bran champions. She defeated the Hound. She rescued the Stark girls. Like, Brienne is kicking ass. She's doing great. And she's coming off as a pretty nice-looking lady, and very accomplished at that as well. And I think she's broken a couple hearts over the way. I do believe that the tension between her and Jaime was sexual in nature. I don't think that was just admiration and as a confidant. I think Jaime had some marital-type feelings towards Brienne, certainly some romantic-type feelings. And it's pretty obvious. We've been beat over the head with the fact that Tormund wants to get on her.
Tormund.
Tormund.
You're really,
Te encanta.
You're really-
Yo soy Tormund.
really spitting it all out there. So here's what I think about Brienne in regard to the first thing you said, which is whether or not she's traditionally sexy or has that sex appeal. The way the show has set it up is the attraction of Brienne, or what makes her attractive, is who she is. Right,
absolutely.
She is somebody that's admirable in every way. She has courage, and there are a lot of strong female figures in the story that are very courageous. But she's one that stands out because, in spite of not being the traditional lady, she is. And this has been brought up a few times. The episode where Podrick is referring to her as "milady," or
I'm not a lady.
Yeah, she responds that way, but
She does let it ride.
she's got her probably throughout the story. She hasn't fit traditional roles, and that's kind of the point of her character. But she's come to a place where you admire and love her character, regardless of her fitting, probably in spite of her not fitting those traditional roles. And
Well, she's what a knight is supposed to be. She's probably
Exactly.
the most gallant knight in the story.
and honorable.
But
Yeah.
they don't let her be one because of the gender roles that exist within Westeros.
So the political commentary of her character, without getting too loud about it, is interesting. So
And I think we all have experience with people who, the more you get to know them, the more attractive they become.
Yep.
I know M is one of those people. And so I think that's good. I think that Brienne is sort of surprised at the attention that she's gotten, because it seems like earlier in her life that's something that she was not interested in, didn't want, and didn't get. But now she's had Jaime, who I think, I agree with M, has had these feelings for her, and Tormund is just real blatant about how he feels about her. And I think that surprises her, but I think she kind of likes it.
Yeah.
I think the other thing about her is she's not the type of, using Sansa as an example again, I just want to marry my prince, and who cares about that? Arya and her have a lot in common in that regard, that they don't care about being the frilly girl, or that they're out there fishing or trolling for men, or however you want to say it. So I think it's all the more rewarding that she's had attention from one major character, and Tormund, I think also a standout character in the show, that sort of romance coming from places that it's not expected.
Side note, when Tormund almost died in this last episode, I was shouting at my TV.
Yeah, that was
No!
that was all that I cared about. I was like,
Yeah,
Tormund's got to make
seriously.
babies with Brienne.
I know. So here's the question: they're going down south to King's Landing. Jaime and Brienne are going to be back together, probably, at least in close proximity. What's going to happen there?
I think we are going to have a reigniting of the sexual tensions. I think it's going to complicate things from Jaime's perspective. I think it's going to plant some seeds of doubt that Jaime already has growing. And I think it may be part of Brienne ultimately flipping Jaime. Whether or not that ultimately blossoms into a romantic relationship, I kind of hope it does. I think that would be a uniting of powerful houses. And I also think that, Jaime doesn't just go around telling people about why and how he killed the Mad King. That was a big emotional investment from him in Brienne. And I hope that relationship is built upon, and a lot of people could be doing a whole lot better with Jaime being brought into the northern fold and being pulled away from Cersei.
So that's a really interesting idea that you bring up, which I hope that Jaime, when he sees the people that surround Daenerys, who are pretty good and pledge loyalty to her because of who she is, and compares that with the people who are around Cersei, who only pledge fealty to her because they're afraid and she's insane.
Qyburn, the necromancer, essentially derobed maester. Like, he's a scary dude.
Right.
And he's the hand.
Yeah, and he's the hand.
Yeah, and her mountain beast that just follows her around.
Yeah, the zombie giant that does her bidding.
So I think what it comes down to here, if you're looking at who Brienne would choose to be with, it's going to be Jaime. She has a deep connection with Jaime. She has... I mean, if it's going that direction, he opened up to her in a way that probably no man ever has, and being vulnerable and being honest and telling her things that he didn't tell other people either about why he killed the Mad King. And he sacrificed his hand, essentially, and himself to save her twice. Once with the bear, once with getting in between her and the attackers that cut his hand off. And so... she likes him. Clearly, there's an attraction.
I think he's too morally relativistic for her, because we talk about her being honorable and upright, and Jaime has his moments, but he's too wishy-washy when it comes down to it. I don't think she has, at this point, can have the respect for him that she would need.
I think she sees there's honor in him deep down, and it's underneath a lot of things other people don't see. That being said, the question will be, given what revelations came out about Cersei and a new baby with Jaime, will Jaime be too tied to Cersei to let go of that and be interested in her? Tormund's already expressed his interest, and her response to Tormund every time has been, ugh.
Recoil.
Yeah. Oh, barf. Who is this guy? I mean, it's almost more comedic. It's almost more for...
She likes it.
Yeah.
She likes it.
Well, the fact
Her
that
heart of hearts.
he comes at her like, what's that Saturday Night Live skit with Steve Martin where they're like, we're two wild and crazy guys? Because he approaches her every time like that with the eyebrows,
The crazy eyes.
raising, like, hey. Of course, maybe things are
The big
simpler
woman.
beyond the wall.
Well, the joke with him beyond the wall and the comment they made last time, make do with what we have, is the bear. He had sex with a bear. Do you remember that story?
Yes.
And so...
husband of bears.
Yes. So, I think if it's up to her, and depending on what Jaime's interested in, her choice would be Jaime. Unless there's some strange twist of events and it's not just for comedic relief, I don't think she's going to choose Tormund.
Tormund's my boy, and I think that she'll come around once she sees what I've seen in him.
I think Tormund might have the warrior prowess that she finds more attractive. And I think Tormund's also kind of... isn't as historied as Jaime is. It would be an easier start to a relationship. But let us not forget, so we don't get locked into a Team Jacob and Team Edward type scenario, she can always choose none of them.
Exactly.
Because
she is a woman,
yeah,
and she can decide
she's
what
a
she
strong,
wants.
independent woman.
Absolutely.
We have no problem with that. But for the sake of the story, it's totally going to be Tormund.
All right.
This is Jay.
I'm M.
I'm D.
And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below. Let us know if there are any other videos you want to hear. Game of Thrones is quickly coming to a conclusion this season, and we are on to doing new videos, new topics, new shows. So let us know. Thanks.